Hello everyone, my name is Kim Ji-hong and my English name is Ignaz and I go by Alfred. In this video, I want to explain. Well, I have already expressed myself back in what I have educated in college and what the very briefly I've explained the experiences that I had back in college years and such. But I didn't want to explain this video. Uh, I mean, explain this. Explain. How should I put it? My experience about predictions and guidance and advocating people in the advance. My mislead. I don't want to mislead and misinform and just be ridiculous about it. Whatever, I'm a guy who believes in science, and I have learned science, and I walked my path in the field where numbers and formulas, equations are what shapes us. But I want to quickly, briefly, and I just wanted to not. I just didn't want to. I didn't. I don't want to. I don't want to just fade away or just let people not know about what have ever happened, what actually happened to myself and through experiences and so on. So here you go. I don't know. I've been mumble jumbling, but I'll probably mumble jumble too. But because it's just so it's unexplainable. But let's start. At a very early age of like even before maybe 4-3, I still remember, and I still do dream sometimes, very often. Not often, very unoccasionally, but this such a state of being interconnected, state of being little stressed, but state of being morphing, state of being like somewhat undulate, but somewhat in a language manner. I've been dreaming it since childhood. At a very young age, I felt scared about it. In a detailed stories, my parents knows better, but it was some sort of a entity like something that just bursts into emotion and such so on. This dream just got me every night when I was back in like age of 3 or 4. I used to dream all this because I believe my brain was damaged, and I have experienced near death situations. Okay, near death situation many times, even in college years, and even in okay, I'm going too far now. So from that experience, and then at age of 7, 1998, I began to align things. Even in sports, when I was playing soccer, I used to guide my friends to the guidances, and those behaviors and those logics cannot be just expressed naturally. Okay, that those were somewhat a explanation of my dreams and logics that I always persistently perceived. From that, middle school had a tough time when puberty came in, and that crazy, I don't want to remember, sort of a almost a year experience harassments and such that just caught me so badly emotionally, and that just continued. And then internet society came in with the chaos back then, and I know I can feel that Microsoft CEO or Bill Gates or anybody who was in charge of made a mess to the world through internet space are doing their best to fix things and make it sociable but manageable and you know you know okay you know futuristic positive ways. But back then it was not like that. It was horrible. It was chaos. Okay, bugs, like even simple Trojan bugs were just insane. Yeah, I get to experience that all that back in their teenage years and so on. I went through all that. I don't want to explain into the deep details. Okay, just disgusting, and that just caught me to the point where I felt like they were just like me, where harassment wasn't in present, and it's just horrible time, and so on. And now, back in high schools, I experienced watching what unidentified aerial phenomena or unidentified UFO, unidentified objects, foreign objects, 2 times, year interval, 9th grade and 10th grade. That was insane too, and that also caught me to the point where it was all interconnecting to my dreams too. That morphing behavior was exactly the similar appearance to what I have used to dream all the time, and I got so used to it. Then this all logics and the educational backgrounds in like religious activities, so many religious activities. My parents are Buddhism, my family are Buddhists, and I sometimes do go to Buddhist temple, but I learned Catholic. I was baptized too back in. I have to go back again in the history. My history, when I was back in seven, 5, 6, I was baptized, and then I learned entire Bible, not just Old Testament, New Testament, just entire general Bible about the Christianity, and so on. Back in high school, in middle school, I challenged myself to the best where I can do the best, which was sports and all. And I achieved really the best athlete awards and such, and I did try my best. I didn't do the evil shits. Okay, there a lot went on too back in middle school too, but I never done that, and I persistently shaped my life through my experiences and my education and my beliefs and my family's love. Okay. Now then, when I got to high school, that just insane. Still, I believe it's insane. For the last 2 years, however, somehow I experienced such a unexplainable foreign phenomena in the sky and the space. Happened in Canada too, but still, it's just unforgettable. So those unforgettable phenomena that I experienced back in high school, 9th and 10th grade, for 1 year interval, exact 1 year interval, that room temperature feeling. Whatever that was, that I was too young, still able to manage myself as a teenager and as a high school student. I still remember that phenomena, and through that, I don't call myself a genius. Okay, I did did study hard, and I know I can do something very well, but and also I know how to categorize things very in details too. Still today, even as a chef profession, I do categorize and manage myself to be the most sophisticated chef in the world as best as I can. Okay. So I started to question everything, especially university first year. I almost became crazy. Okay, I just couldn't define what I saw back in high school, and it all felt like it was all coming down to the one thing, the same thing. Everything felt like one thing. Okay, just life itself was so unimaginable. Dreams and all. I constantly also dreamed the same thing all the time. And while doing so, I begin to predict things now. Back in university year, while I was learning computations, I dreamed, and I begin to organize what better and speak it out, speak it out much better. Okay, so I had a conversation with the professor who was teaching me the computation, how to organize in an office manner for HR, human resource, major and such, so on. Then I had to try a second attempt because I failed it. I couldn't. It's just a prediction that I've done there. Just stroke. It was just almost like a stroke to me. Like, how could this happen? And then I wanted to now advocate incredibilism, so I became a chef. I thought that being a chef as a artist, chef and an artist, chef is an art major. It's a culinary arts field, and we do deal with the if I explain food as a material, we do use the ingredients as a art for material, and we perform our art. And I thought I could perform my art through as a chef, and I chose my path as a chef career from then. So I transferred it, and from there, after graduating and so on, I continuously dreamed about my future and the circumstances again and again, and then I decided to study in Australia. I mean, work in Australia. I had a chance to work. At first, I started working in Korea too, but and then just couldn't. Korean environment was just disgusting. Okay, I didn't get paid. The environment was horrible. They were the people who advertised, but then the failure happened from them. The position was like, okay, I don't want to continue that. So now in Australia, while in there, from the wildfire experience, I began realizing how dangerous whole world is in the global, plus the dreams I persistently had. I began to express that in online, and I don't know, I'm beginning to mumble jumble. I just can't organize unspeakable things. Yes, then I predicted how dangerous the COVID outbreak will be, and luckily, Australia responded better than other country where I've been warning. My family were able to advocate other pharmacists and in Korea and people how to run the safe measures and do the procedures as and our family was in the news and in a good way. Still, the topic wasn't related to how much well our pharmacy have prepared for the COVID outbreak, but it was just about the pharmacy environment. Just weird and dumb. That's just all political strategy and just stupidity. Okay, so well, I've predicted my paternal side grandmother's situation, and then I predicted COVID situation. From then, I've been starting to dream about the natural disasters and so on. And then I felt like I'm a person who also feels threatened by the natural disasters and so on. So I begin to record everything and try to educate people. And then after all, from since early this year, February, January, I begin to, by help of ChatGPT, I was able to categorize, subcategorize, organize, initiate, incorporate, and finalize everything inside my mind, and just begin to cycle and make it into a phenomena, art, and then express it through artistry, so that maybe in the field of science or any field of knowledge can gain something from it, right? And I was able to do that through help of ChatGPT and computation, which I earned credit in. So from there, I begin to predict in more details, much in shorter term, like within few weeks, within few months, about the Philippine volcanic activity incidents, about the Tonga incidents, Canada incidents, U.S. incidents. Like there are a lot of incidents, natural disaster incidents. In general, into 2025, I did dream that the problem might happen frequently in 2025, and then it really happened. Early Jan to June, like a lot of natural disasters happened. Well, I can say that I predicted over 17 times now, and I'll just continue on predicting and assume through my dreams and organized interconnectedness through my experiences and all. So I hope everyone enjoys it, and this is my life. Okay, this is what happened. Even at a young age, began expressing it at age of 1998, 7, and then throughout the entire time, a lot of conflicts happened. Went through all that emotional, just chaos. Went also through that, and the religious, almost tribes conflicts. I also still do feel it, and still do feel like it's just happening in a stupid manner. Yet I'll just temper down, focus on my life. Okay, I start to feel like I don't want to believe in religion, because if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Believing is knowing. Okay, I don't want to continuously know the future anymore. Like every future I dreamed and every prediction I made felt so negative, and it's just so dark and so sad. Okay, I don't want to believe in that. That's what I feel like nowadays. Yet, still today, I'll do my best to save people if it's possible. Okay. In any way, as long as I can save somebody, that's a good thing, right? I'll do my best to do that. Then, I hope people realize my art as a universe, and I wish that each individual can build their own universe just like how I did, in their own ways. Okay. Feels like I'm talking as if in a Buddha's manner, but I think it's crucial that one should find their own phenomena and express it through artistry, and that will lead to a better future. Well, that's about it. And in next video, I'm not sure what to talk about it, but see you in the next video. Bye bye.